Ten,
Nine,
Take Studio.
7, 6,
Camera
5,
1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take Studio.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of MCTV News. I'm your host, Brianna Farough.
And I'm Haley May. On today's show, Jillian Andrews brings us a report on the school art field trip. I bring you a report on the school's Drama 9 program. Logan Gagnon shows us an inside scoop on student services. A rare interview for GarageBand is brought to us by Lyle Cambell. And lastly, a wonderful report about Math 10C from Ronsold. Make sure to stick around for a look at our upcoming weather forecast, weekly announcements, and an interview with Amanda Bulger about the infamous upcoming grad retreat. But first, here's our top story.
MCHS has always been proud of our area-renowned arts program and the talented students that study here. These creative minds recently got the opportunity to explore the grounds of the University of Alberta and get an inside look into its more artistically inclined programs available after high school. Reporter Jillian Andrews was able to join the students on their tour and paints the picture for us with this report.
With graduation right around the corner, many students have been contemplating their plans for post-secondary. For those interested in a career in the arts, the annual art field trip is a great opportunity to explore local universities. On Tuesday, April 16th, Mrs. Rochopo invited all art-loving students to join her and navigate through the studios of U of A and MacEwan University.
So I take students in second semester to go see the grad shows at the U of A Fine Arts Building and Grad MacEwan.
And in these galleries we got to see student-made art, and we got to tour their workspace, their classrooms, and kind of experience the U of A and Grad MacEwan art major.
They get to see the kind of current work that students are doing also at like an undergraduate level and a postgraduate level, which was really amazing.
And we got to see their studio spaces because their portfolios were due the next day. So we actually saw students like still working on their stuff and like frantically working on their stuff.
From gazing at the U of A student galleries to shuffling through their crowded studio spaces, this trip showcased a wide range of artistic displays.
We saw student-made art from pointillism, abstract, sculpture, surrealism. It was really beautiful, diverse range of art.
There was also lots of videos and sculptures, and in their studios, there was a lot more sculptures. It was a lot more of like the process of the work.
And we saw like realism, we saw abstract, we saw strange things, we saw installations, we saw video performance, we saw, you name it, like a whole bunch of mixed media.
Young artists are encouraged to learn as much as they can, and what better way than learning at a university? This field trip allowed our students to understand the inner workings of a fine arts degree and embrace the creative atmospheres at these programs.
And also just learning about like the cool programs that school has and seeing the students engage with kind of post-secondary stuff and seeing students get excited about maybe going to school for art.
I think it's important for students to see post-secondary art because it's important for students to see that that's an option and that that's the thing that actually happens, and it's a very realistic choice, and that, you know, it's doable for everybody.
So I think it kind of maybe lights a fire for people that are kind of toying around with, I don't know what I want to do. I kind of like art, but I don't know if it's for me. And then when you're there, that excitement, it's like, yeah, this is where I want to be.
If you're contemplating a future in the arts, the annual art field trip is a great way to explore your options. Be sure to keep an ear out for next spring. Reporting for MCTV News, Jillian Andrews.
Recently, things have begun to heat up more, with animals leaving hibernation, ice cream shops opening, and shorts going on sale again. Our weatherwoman, Bree Farough, is here to bring you an insight on the current and future weather.
Thanks, Haley. Let's take a look at our national forecast. So up in Whitehorse, we're sitting at about 14 degrees with some sun and clouds. Yellowknife is sitting at similar conditions at 7 degrees. Vancouver with some storms at 13 degrees. Regina with rain at 12 degrees. Winnipeg with some sun and cloud at 12 degrees. Toronto with rain at 14 degrees. Montreal with some storms at 7 degrees. Equalate with some snow at -3. Halifax at 7 degrees with some sun and rain. And St. John's is sitting with rain at 6 degrees. Let's take a look at our provincial forecast. So up in high level, we've got some sun and clouds at 13 degrees. Fort McMurray and Grand Prairie both have rain with 8 and 9 degrees respectively. Edmonton with some rain and snow at 5 degrees. Jasper with some snow at 5 degrees as well. Red Deer's with some sun and rain at 3 degrees. Banff with some snow at 3 degrees. Calgary with some snow at 4 degrees. And Medicine Hat with rain at 10 degrees. Let's take a look at our current conditions. So currently we're sitting with some rain at 3 degrees. Wind is going about 27 kilometers an hour northwest. Relative humidity is 93 degrees. Sunrise was at 5:59 a.m. this morning, and sunset will be at 9:03. Let's take a look at our weekly conditions. So Wednesday we're looking at some rain with a high of 9 and a low of 1. Thursday we're sitting at sun and clouds with a high of 10 degrees and a low of 0 degrees. Friday, we're looking at 9 degrees with some clouds with a low of 0 degrees. Saturday through Tuesday, we're warming up before going down to 11, and our lows will be at above 0, going ending off at rain. Back to you, Haley.
Thanks, Bree. Drama 9 is a program offered by our school. It is run by our drama teacher, Vanessa King, who over many years has continued to teach students how to act. Today, I bring you a report on all the inside details about this wonderful course. Welcome to Drama 9, one of the coolest courses MCHS has to offer. It is the origin of all dramatic things in this world, like the movies or the plays that you see. I'm your reporter, bringing you all the details on this course and why you should get your children to join it.
Drama 9 is the study of movement, speech, improv, acting. It's sort of a stepping stone to high school drama. What we do are projects, and every project is based on whatever unit of study we're kind of exploring in that moment. So when we're doing movement units, we're going to take a look at like how heavy, medium, and light movements can affect the creation of a character. We're going to look at things like choreography and dance a little bit. We're going to explore telling a story through physicality. We'll introduce a project that'll have certain parameters. So you have to create a 3-minute scene where this, and this needs to happen. And based on whatever unit of study we're looking at, the parameters will change. So you're not allowed to use dialogue in this speech, or you can only use these certain words. And then as we build each skill set, we kind of like layer it and add on to the next one and on to the next one.
While drama has been known to mostly include onstage performances and backstage shenanigans, not many have the knowledge of how it helps you offstage. I have asked the Drama 9 students for their experiences, and this has been their answer.
It's helped me, like, with social anxiety to talk to friends and people, because, like, when I first got here, it was like I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to be quiet.
I'd say it's made me a lot easier to, like, socialize with other people and to work better with other people.
You can like learn how to say like words differently. So like if you're like talking to a friend or something and you say something like stop or something like that, it's like a different tone. So like you can learn how to like communicate better.
Drama 9 is a course that helps both our individual and collective lives. Submissions to take this class are always open and readily encouraged. This is your reporter, Haley May. Have a great day.
Here are your school announcements for Tuesday, April 30th. Ever been interested in the high-paced field of law enforcement? The Edmonton Police Services Youth Recruit Academy offers students grades 10 to 12 the opportunity to look into what it takes to fill the boots of an EPS recruit constable. Registration is free, and the academy will run in 2 sessions in July and August. Applications close on May 17th. If you're interested, please contact Student Services for more information. The 32nd Provincial Skills Canada competition is fast approaching, and with it, the opportunity for grade 9 and 10 students to explore the trades and career options around the province. Students are welcome to engage with the various industries and find where their interests might lie at the activities and demonstrations showcased in the events. Permission forms must be returned by May 9th. See Student Services for more information. Are you looking for a volunteer opportunity within the school? Ms. Sansano is looking for students to stay tomorrow and Thursday after school to help bake and set up dessert tables at the MCCC. A sign-up sheet can be found outside the cosmetology salon, or contact Ms. Sansano for more information. For these and all other school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements, logging on the school website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, or by following the school on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. As well, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching MCTV Morinville.
One of the most underrated services at our school is student services. It is a part of our school that is in charge of counseling and administrative services. They have been a great help to students all over the school. In honor of them, here is a report about them from MCTV Logan Gagnon.
One of the most important rooms in MCHS is student services. Recently, I had a chance to talk to the people that make it work.
I enjoy working in student services. I've been filling in for Mrs. Boutin since she's been on leave, and it's a great place to work where the kids get to come in and I get to assist them if they need assistance with either the counselor or the learning facilitator, as well as answering the phone, doing the attendance, and trying to keep track of where everybody is during the day.
After being helped by Mrs. DeRoche, students often see Mrs. Amanda Bulger afterward to discuss their academic progress.
I'm actually really enjoying it right now. I'm happy that I can help out. It's giving me a new challenge, something that I've never done before. I'm liking the opportunity of getting to know a bunch of different students that I haven't had an opportunity to work with before, so I think it's been a good challenge.
In other cases, some students talk to Mrs. Vanessa Connell about matters of a more personal nature.
Honestly, I love working in student services. It's probably my favorite job that I've ever had. I've really enjoyed my time here at MCHS. I really love working with the kids here. I have to say my favorite part is working directly with students and doing the counseling work that I do with them, whether it be helping them with challenges with mental health, working with students on figuring out things that they want to do for their careers or for post-secondary, or just kind of navigating friendships and life and what's going on for them. So it's a really enjoyable job and I love what I do.
As you can see, there are many qualified individuals who can assist you in student services. Be sure to make use of them. For MCTV News, this is Logan Gagnon reporting.
Welcome back. Here with all the recent sports updates, including NHL scores, as the Stanley Cup playoffs continues. In addition to MLB and NBA briefs, is our very own sports reporter, Damian Williams.
Thanks, Haley. In the NHL, round one of the playoffs continued. The Dallas Stars evened up their series with the Golden Knights at 2 games apiece, winning by a score of 4-2. In other action, the Florida Panthers beat up the Tampa Bay Lightning 6-1, winning their best of 7 series games 4-1. Florida will go on to play the winner of the Toronto-Boston series. In the NBA, 3 playoffs games were played. Boston beat Miami 102-88 to take a 3-1 lead in their round 1 series. The Thunder beat the Pelicans by a score of 97-89, sweeping their best of 7 series, and the Denver Nuggets struggled but managed to beat out the LA Lakers 108-106 to win their series games 4-1. In MLB action yesterday, Toronto beat Kansas in a close game, winning 6-5. The Orioles blanked the Yankees 2-0. The LA Dodgers doubled the Arizona Diamondbackers to a score of 8-4. The Twins beat the Sox 3-2, and Oakland pounded Pittsburgh 5-1. Coming up next, reporter Lyle Cambell takes a look at local band Garage Band Cooperative to see how they performed with their group and to provide insights into Western Canadian music industry.
We managed to get a hold of Garage Band Cooperative. They are a Canada-wide band.
The other principal member of the band, Terry Lawson, and I have been playing music together for, over 40 years. And in 2017, we did a recording that we were using a computer software program called Apple GarageBand. And we realized that we could have a band without having all the members living in the same city. So it allowed online recording and doing it remotely.
The Garage Band Cooperative is a group of musicians from all over Western Canada. And they record music in their individual studios and then share them with each other to create songs. And for me, I thought that was just a great possibility to share my music that I'm recording in my studio with all of the others. So I didn't hesitate in joining the band.
The band itself has been going for 7 years, and believe it or not, I was age 65 when it was formed although myself and Terry have both played in other bands in the past. I've been playing with some of these other people for almost 50 years, and since 2020, we've produced 5 CD albums, which are also online, and quite proud of that.
If you would like to support this band, you can go to Terry Lawson's YouTube channel, and under the playlists, you can view all their videos under GarageBand Cooperative. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Lyle Cambell.
Welcome back. As summer swiftly approaches, the graduating class of 2024 is gearing up for one last celebration with peers before facing the next big stage of their lives. Joining me here today is event organizer Mrs. Bulger to tell us all the details about the upcoming grad retreat and what this event might hold for students. So first of all, what is the purpose of this grad retreat and who is it open to?
Well, it's open to all grade 12 students. The purpose is to get them together to kind of have one last opportunity to get to kind of like know each other, do some activities together, kind of bond. Especially, I mean, a lot of these grads have been going to school together for some of them for the last 12 years, but there are some people that don't necessarily know others. So it's just a good opportunity to kind of get out there, get to know some people that you may not be as familiar with, and have one last kind of celebratory graduation event.
Just that last kind of hurrah with your friends. Yeah. So what's the process of kind of figuring out the theme for the graduation and kind of like how is that decided upon?
So we have a grad committee that we work with that come to us with ideas as far as the direction that they want to go in with a theme and a decor and stuff. This year the theme is based off of their song, Time of Our Life. So that was the direction that they were wanting to go in, and decor is looking very, very starry and very kind of formal and fancy, and at least that's the direction that they would like to go in. So yeah, we just try to do our best to foster their vision as best as we can.
That's amazing. So what does this kind of event mean for grads, and like how is it important to the students?
Well, the grad retreat just gives the students again an opportunity to kind of bond and get to know each other, and it's nice too. Like I really enjoy going as a teacher because I get to know some of the grads on a different level that you don't necessarily get to interact with them the same way when you're in a class, or for a bunch of them, like I teach a very small group of students in the school, so I don't know a lot of the grade 12. So it gives me an opportunity to get to know them as well, and for them to get to know each other. Yeah. Outside of school.
Lastly, so what are you looking forward to most about this retreat? Like, what are you like hoping to see?
You know what, I like getting out of the building for a couple days. Not that I don't like being here, but just that I like to be in a different setting. And like I said, getting to know students on a different level outside of a classroom, getting to do some activities, enjoying nature. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you guys have the time of your lives.
Thank you so much.
Next up, a closer look at the popular Math 10-Common course here at MCHS. Many are familiar with this course, and reporter Ronsold brings us this report and hopes to familiarize us with its teachers, students, and the skills this class hopes to pass on.
There are many teachers at the Morinville Community High School, one's for social, English, science, but of all the different teachers at this school, the coolest of them all has to be my math teacher, Mr. Bodner. Mr. Bodner is a teacher with a very strong sense of humor and personality. His math class is fun and near unpredictable with his sense of humor.
I really like teaching Math 10 Common because it's the highest level in math that you can teach. So it really gets people starting to get ready for college and university. I like the idea that the kids have to put in a little bit of time and work and effort, and they have homework on some occasions, but again, trying to get them ready for college and university within a couple of years. I really like the curriculum in grade 10 for that course as well. I enjoy teaching trigonometry and some of the different factoring components I really enjoy.
What is your least favorite part of teaching this class?
To be honest, probably the attendance issues with kids these days. I think it's a little bit worse than what it used to be, and since COVID, people are taking a few days off, you know, trying to be respectful of the other kids in the class, but those kids trying to, you know, get them caught up, or them trying to catch themselves up on the days they miss. It's probably my least favorite part of the job.
What makes teaching math important to you?
Math is everywhere. It's in everything we do, whether it's driving or shopping or playing sports. There's math can be found anywhere, and I like on a day-to-day basis trying to break that down to kids and trying to get them to see that the world is full of math everywhere you look.
How are students doing in Math 10C this semester?
They're doing really well this semester. This group I have, they did 10-3 in the first semester, and now they're continuing on with Math 10, but doing 10 Common. And they're, you know, for the large part, they're working really well. And yeah, I'm really proud of what they've accomplished so far.
Overall, how do you feel about your math class?
I really enjoy the kids. I wish some of the kids' attendance was a little bit better, but I enjoy the jokes. We have quite a few jokes and like to bug a few people. There's this Ron that I really like to bug in there. But other than that, yeah, no, we have a pretty good time, and I enjoy teaching that class. It's crazy. It's already over halfway done.
Well, that was Trevor Bodner. And this is Ronsold leaving the footage.
And that's it for another episode of MCTV News. Join us for our next episode, where we will bring you stories on the unique sports medicine class, the annual MCHS Coffee House, the videos our MCHS competitors submitted to the Provincial Skills Alberta competition, our MCHS badminton team, and a deeper look into our school library. As well, check in for next week's weather forecasts and sports briefs. So, I gotta say, do you miss the Drama 10 2030 class?
Yes and no.
Really?
It wasn't for me, but I do love how crazy it was.
It was such an entertaining class. Mrs. King is such a good teacher.
Yeah. I just did a report on the Drama 9 people, as you know.
Yeah.
And they're crazier than us.
Oh, that's insane.
I
believe it, though.
Yeah. From all of us at MCTV News, I'm Haley May.
And I'm Brianna Farough. Thanks for tuning in.